Hey, hey, baby. Oh, hey. What's up? How are you?
Great. How are
How's
you?
your day going?
What?
Real R&B.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't do that. You
Who
ain't
is
got to
this?
do me like that.
Who is this?
Oh, man. Hello. Greetings. This is the Journey of a Relationship podcast on the I Can't Afford to Quit podcast network. I am Bren'Tel, and this is Janelle.
Janelle.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good. You're phoning in from Afghanistan?
Yeah. I'm calling in from somewhere in the desert. Yes.
And today we're going to talk about some really great things. What's the first topic?
The first topic is a question, and that question is:
Okay. Yeah.
Can you tell? Yes.
Huh? Keep going. My bad. I was
Can
talking to
you
myself.
turn? What?
I was talking to myself. I'm sorry.
You start over.
No. We good. Keep going.
You mess it up too early. Can you turn good into great?
Okay. That was a thought that I had. Where I was going with that was in relationships. You may have like a really good person that is good to you, whatever, but you may not think they're great. And I was asking the question of, is it possible to turn, like, for that? Well, yeah. Can a person turn a good person into a great person? You know what I'm saying? They're a good person into a great person. Like, what do you think?
That's a great question. I don't know. I feel like someone. Not if it's your person. Like, never mind. We gotta start over. I'm messing my thought up.
Huh?
Should we start over?
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Yes, we have to.
We practicing for when we start going live. Mm-mm.
No, because I've lost my thought.
It's fine. Just keep going. It happens. It happens.
Okay, so I think my first thought is no. I think that there are tons of good people in the world. Good people you come in contact with all the time. But if we're talking about, like, in the scope of a relationship, I think that it's possible that you can meet, let's say you're dating, right, in a dating situation, and you could come across good people, date good people, but that doesn't mean that that person is great for you. Like, they could be, like I said, a good person, but maybe there's something, maybe you're not meant to be with that person. Like, there's something that's in the way of it being great. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So,
like, they're just good, but there is something there that's missing that prevents them from being great for you. If that makes sense. Because the person is going to be who they are. And so, you, depending on what it is, like, that you think is preventing them from being great, there might not be anything, you might not be able to change that in that person. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they think good is good enough. Especially if they don't see that being that you see in them that you think could be better if they did something. So, it just depends. On the flip side, if you meet a person and you have that chemistry and, you've made that call that that person is like the one for you, then I think that you can encourage them. You can support them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you see something in them that could be improved upon, or you know what I'm saying, like they could.
That's what I was referring to in the question.
Okay, well, you should put that in context.
Okay.
But it depends because that person. It just depends because every good person that comes along still is not. It's not always going to be great.
There you go. Thank you. Can I take over for now?
Sure.
Okay. The whole point of the question was like, nobody's perfect, and great to me is like you're trying to make that person perfect. They are who they are. It's a matter of, can you deal with what they aren't great at? You know what I'm saying? Are these things deal breakers for you? You know what I'm saying? Can you live with a certain level of tolerance when it comes to those, and patience when it comes to those areas? That's why I was asking the question.
Oh, well, a little more context to be great. But I think that it depends in what areas, like, you're talking about. I mean, I think when you meet a person, I guess you just have to weigh their, good qualities and their bad qualities, and then decide if you can deal with the things that aren't so great. Like, and there might be some deal breakers and that you don't want to deal with, so you're not even going to try. But it just depends on the person. So, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I didn't look at it like, making someone perfect. I just looked at it like, there are people that are nice, but they're just not it for you. So you're not going to put that energy into them. Anyway.
Completely understandable. Let's see, what else do we got here?
Oh,
yeah.
What makes a good relationship great?
Ooh. I think what makes a good relationship great is the excuse me. I'm sorry. Take two. The compatibility in all different areas. You know what I'm saying? Like when you gel, and you gel and on multiple areas. You know what I'm saying? A full circle. Like when it comes to like a pie chart of a relationship. And you gel in all those areas, but you actually care enough to put the effort in to improve on things you guys aren't great at. That's what I think. It's usually, you know what? I liken it to an athlete. Like an athlete may be, God gifted or whatever, right? But the one who is great is the one who's God gifted and they work hard. And I think that's synonymous with relationships. Like you may be compatible in all these areas, but you still have to put levels of work in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I think, like you said, I think it's like you naturally gel. Like, it's not hard. Like, you have, like, that chemistry for me where it's natural and it doesn't really take a lot of work and you just naturally, like, are in sync.
Uh-huh.
But I think that you also need, like, a hell of a lot of honesty to hold someone accountable. Like if somebody, like if your significant other does something that you don't like, or you see something that could be better or whatever, I think it's like being able to like be honest about how you feel and like them caring.
I think that is one of those things where it's like where the hard work part comes in, because you got to kind of earn that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's like, yeah, a level of like dedication. So like even when it's hard,
right,
you still show up. And then for me, I think what takes you over the top is like being friends.
Being what?
Being friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of people that are in relationships, they're not friends. And so I think that's, like, super important.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will get you through a lot. So,
also with the work part, I think the preventative maintenance ahead of time, like for when things are off, you have certain things established. I think that's a key. Because I like, me and you, we listen to like marriage podcasts and like, you know, read books, and I don't think I've yet to hear anyone say preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
And
it's always like
what I mean by preventative, what I mean by preventative maintenance is being proactive before any problems present themselves, where you guys have talked about, hey, this is the way we want to handle conflict. This is the way we want to handle certain issues, and like almost like guidelines or like best practices or whatever. You know what I mean? Like blueprint of how to get through certain shit. And nobody says that. Like, it's all like reactive. Like, if, you know, he violates or she violates, then, you know, be mindful. You know what I mean? But like, whereas if you communicate beforehand when things present themselves, it's not like y'all both standing there, you know what I'm saying, not with no direction of how to move after that.
Yeah. And I think that, I don't know, we had the foresight to, like, do that, like, from the beginning. Like, super, super early.
Vibe revival, which we got to get back to you doing that, but...
Yeah, we do.
Do you want to explain? Do you want to explain what the Vibe Revival was? What it consists of?
Yeah. So we created, and it's like not done yet, but basically there were like steps that we could take, and whenever like things were off. So it could be because, you know, the other person said something and it, you know, didn't sit well with the other person or whatever, like, for whatever reason, you know, when things are off. So we had questions, steps, like, basically how to go about getting the vibe back. Like, in a way that kind of worked for both of us. So,
do you have it?
Some of us, I have it
but
in the notebook.
Okay. All right. Don't worry about
it. I can grab it. Let me grab it.
Okay. You want me to hit pause?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So, some of the things that are part of our Vibe Revival steps was first to be open. So basically to provide a listening ear to understand the other person and where they're coming from. And then it was just being mindful of your tone, how you say things. And then like the kind of energy that you bring when you are talking to the other person. And then giving them words of affirmation if needed. And then coming from a place of empathy. So essentially putting yourself, listen to the other person's perspective and then like caring about why they feel the way that they do. And then the last part of it was just being sincere. So, coming from a place of like wanting to get it right, sincerely, caring about why it's off and not just being caught up in like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I'm going to tell you, you need to get over it. But like understanding why the person feels the way they do and then going about like basically how to resolve the issue. So we got to like perfect it a little bit, but those are like some of the steps that we agreed upon.
It's an ever evolving tool.
Yes.
So,
but I'm amazed. Actually, you know what it is? I think that when we realized that like we were going to like wanted to not only like be in a relationship, but like actually have a healthy relationship. We knew that just didn't happen on accident. Like it requires effort and work to, take those steps, like you said, to be proactive in taking the preventative maintenance. So shout out to us because we did that. We got, and it's a work in progress. But I'm like happy that we at least have conversations about it. So, yeah. How's it working for you?
I'm finding that keeping it all the way 1,000 with y'all, it's hard to. Well, it's not hard. It's been difficult to snap to that. You know what I'm saying? Like go right to that tool, go right to the tool, go right to the tool. That's what I got to work on, like to program myself. I'm still work in progress on programming, like that thinking. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff that like, recreated. It's like, to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't come up with the idea to freaking not use it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, for sure. I think that it's just something that's put into practice.
Discipline.
So it's
discipline.
Like, yeah, it's natural. So you're going to be like, what page was it? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, in the book, like, it's just...
I don't want to have to think and do math.
Right. Mental math. Yeah, so I think that, we can definitely build on it. But, like I said, I think that's something that I haven't seen people do before. So I think that's pretty cool.
Okay. So. What else we got? Oh, we went. That was a tangent. That was a long ass tangent. What makes relationships great?
In short, chemistry, honesty, and I think dedication.
Yep. Okay. What else we got?
Is it wrong?
Okay.
Portion.
All
Um, Question one. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna make a joke, but it's good.
Oh, go ahead. Make it funny.
Brought to you by toilet paper. But go ahead.
Okay. In a relationship, is it wrong to comment under thirst trap social media posts?
Nope. To put an extra picture there. Emojis, all of that.
Okay, included, yes.
In your comments, yes. Heart eyes,
Okay.
all of that.
Yes.
What's your
Okay.
answer?
I agree. I think it is wrong. I think that
You agree? I said it ain't wrong.
What?
I think you
it
should.
is wrong.
I think
What
you
you
should.
mean?
Vibe revival. So I would say.
What you talking about, Willis? Like, what you saying? You need to fix it.
No, what was you saying?
Let's go back to your real answer.
No, I was just setting that up. Go ahead.
So, I guess it is wrong. I think that it is, it's disrespectful, for real. Like, now on Instagram, let's say, all day long, you see people, you go to the shade room and see
But
any number of
accounts.
people. Right. Twerking, whatever, gray sweatpants.
Yeah. Oh, wait
Like-
a minute. Hold on now. No, go ahead.
That's it. And you see that all day long, and I just think that it's one thing, if you notice something, you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And you find someone attractive, that's one thing. But I think that that's something you need to keep yourself. Like, I feel like when you post it, it's like you
It's
have
giving
to,
confirmation and affirmation to somebody else.
Yes, and you have to consider how your, significant other would feel about that, and how you would feel if they did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you saw that. How would that make you feel? So you
Them
need to think about
titties
the other
looking juicy, girl. Heart emoji.
Yes, right. That print. But you need to
Eye emoji.
right, with eggplants. So I think that you sorry, you just need to think about, how you would feel. So it is, wrong. I don't care if they're famous, not famous, like, just don't do it.
Right. Okay, cool. I agree.
Okay, cool.
Whatever. I don't agree now. I don't like how you said that.
We are one. So anyway, one band, one sound. So anyway.
No. Let's talk about this. Okay, what about following?
Which means?
Like following, just like it's on your timeline. Like that's the, if you don't get to the follow, if you don't do the follow first, you don't get to the comment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's see how you feel about it. It's a trap, but answer.
How do you feel about it? What you think?
Nah, I think I know the most successful marriage that I've seen, like, that happens. Like, they both follow whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
and like there's no issue there or any resentment or anything.
So she follows gray sweatpants and he follows
Dim
booty
things.
pages.
Booty butt pages.
And why do you think that's not an issue for them?
Because they secure.
Okay.
And they celebrities. It's not that serious. And I second that.
Okay, so what if it wasn't a Meg Thee Stallion, but it was Susie from around the corner?
That looks crazy.
Okay. So there's levels.
Meg Thee Stallion started as Susie around the corner, so you got to support homegrown product.
Okay, I gotta go. It was nice talking to you.
You have a blessed night.
You have a blessed and prosperous evening. Be highly favored. In Jesus' name. I think that, no, I think that is a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it's a celebrity,
booty butt cheeks.
Could be. Yeah, I think everybody has, like, you have celebrity crushes, or whatever, a handful or so. And I have a couple, but that's harm. I think that's harmless.
Yup.
Now, if he was in the comments and in the DMs and he's doing too much, then that's a different story. But I think if it's just, innocent, like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Look at her booty butt cheeks.
Then, and then you be telling me stuff. You be telling me about it too, huh?
Oh, damn. Hold on. We lost it. My bad. My bad.
Anyway.
All right, we back rolling.
What? Okay. And so, like, you'll tell me about it, though. Like, do you see Niecy Nash or whatever? And I'll be like...
Niecy Nash, no?
Right. And I'll be like, how do you do this on Niecy? But whatever, like, I don't... it's not my thing. I don't care about Niecy. But she like Niecy, so whatever. But I'm not too dumb. But, because we're not about to meet her, so... But anyway...
You don't know that. Don't cap. Don't put a cap on me like that.
I'm putting limits on you.
Oh, wow. All right, I gotta go. You have a blessed evening.
It's a glass ceiling, and you hit the ceiling.
No, I absolutely did.
The sky is not the limit for you and me, now. So anyway,
you can meet whoever else you want to.
That's right. You can meet Bertha Nash, her mama or somebody. But anyway, so I think I don't know. I think it's harmless. You should be secure in your relationship if otherwise your person doesn't give you a reason to be tricked about nothing.
Okay, cool. Now that was the first question, right?
That was the first, is it wrong? And then the second one was, is it wrong to compare your relationship to someone else?
Okay. All right. I think it's wrong. Like, the kids are running upstairs. Great. I think it's wrong. I don't think, it's, shoot, what happened? It's not right or wrong. Hold on, why is the music stop? That was weird. I need my tunes. I don't think it's right or wrong. I think it's unhealthy. So.
Okay. Okay.
And I think it's unhealthy because, like, other people's relationship ain't that. Yeah, it's only two people in y'all relationship. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's bringing other people into your relationship in a small way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really not needed.
Yeah.
I don't care what Tom and Susie did down the street. That ain't got nothing to do with
right.
us.
Right. I think that I agree with you. I think it's okay if you want to look to some couples as like inspiration, like maybe you see some element that you admire or whatever. I think that's cool.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's like
it's not like
calling some. Yeah.
Their
like
goals. Like,
That's what I was just about to say. Get out of my head. So, yeah, because you don't know what goes on behind closed doors at their house, and so I think you have to be careful about doing that and like really set your own standards for your relationships and like be your own glue and not look at other people's relationship because you don't really know the full scope of it.
Yep.
So it's best to just focus on yours and get back to them.
That little thing y'all got going on.
Right, because that person, we don't have no clones, so that person is not, the kid's not you. So, like, how they would handle something or how you, it's not going to be the same. And it's like, you got to, you know,
I agree.
set your own goals.
Yep.
2 for 2 today, okay. Because here we go at last sometimes.
I didn't agree with you on the thirst trap.
Yes,
I think you should comment with emojis. If it ain't no emojis, it don't count.
Mm-hmm. I guess I disagree. Anyways, I know how you really feel.
All right. Are you done? I'm done. I have no more talking.
I'm good.
All right, y'all. I enjoyed this episode. We had a lot of fun. I have nothing else. We will holler at you guys on the flip side. And I love you, and I will holler at you some other time.
Okay.
When I feel like it.
In a few minutes. I love you too. And I'll talk to you after this call.
All right, man.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.